Hi, I'm Billy Basso. Today I'm going to be showing you a game I've been working on called Animal Well.
It all started with this video, the Summer Games Fest Day of the Devs Animal Well preview. Hey everyone, it's Fury. After that first Animal Well video I made previewing the game for everyone on this channel, I promised a bunch of you in the comments that I would make a follow-up video giving an in-depth breakdown of all of the community ARG puzzles leading up to the current date. And so that's what this video is. There have been 6 major puzzles so far, with some of these containing smaller puzzles. All beginning again in that Day of the Devs video 8 months ago on June 10th, 2022.
Designing Animal Well is a layered experience. So what that means is the base layer is something the average person can play through and enjoy to completion. But then there's a second layer, which for most games you would consider this part like 100%ing the game. There are lots of hidden items in nooks and crannies throughout the world. They're not obvious, and you might need some help to find these. The third layer has puzzles that don't really present themselves as puzzles. They might go unnoticed for years, potentially, or they might require some community collaboration to solve. Also, there's a puzzle in this video that may require some community collaboration to understand. But the first 10 people to figure it out will get a free copy of the game at launch.
And thus it begins. This shot of Billy's office actually holds several hints for the puzzle. At the top left of the monitor is the URL animalwell.net/fountain. When we visited this page, we were presented with a bunch of enciphered text. But how was it enciphered? Well, the hint for that is directly over Billy's left shoulder. A portrait of Blaise the Visionaire, the namesake for the Visionaire cipher. And the key to this cipher was actually given to us right on this map screen, Waterfall. So, selecting all of this text and then visiting a site like Decode and choosing a Visionaire cipher, we paste all of the enciphered text into this top box, and then enter the key, Waterfall. Decrypting that gave us email subject Bluebird for reward. However, the second half of this message was still enciphered, so there was more to solve. Later, Discord user X3Sucks pointed out this interesting Bluebird design at 1 minute and 38 seconds of the video. There was also this picture of Picross.ds on Billy's monitor, cluing us in that the puzzle is a nonogram. And also on that aforementioned map screen with the waterfall key is the hint 1 to A, 2 to B, 3 to C, columns to rows, which Discord users GizmoArts and the Eggfather used to construct this Bluebird nonogram right here. And using this nonogram converted image, we go left to right across the column numbers first, followed by top to bottom down the row numbers, and converting the numbers into letters. A being 1, B being 2, C being 3, etc., which gave us this result right here, returning to the Decode website and inputting that as the cipher key, and then the second part of the message as the ciphertext, resulted in congrats, email subject Palace to be added to credits. The first puzzle had been solved. Puzzle number 2 is actually the simplest of all the individual puzzles, because it simply involved going to animalwell.net/index and then inspecting the element of the page, commonly by pressing F12, revealing the Dark Forest text. First 5 to email me with subject line Dark Forest get Steam key at launch. After those puzzles had been solved on July 7th, 2022, the developer posted this devlog on the official website, which was his own in-depth breakdown of the ARG puzzles and how they worked well in helping build a community. One of the comments on this blog post is pretty hilarious. Now I feel like there's some kind of puzzle hidden in this post. That would be outrageous. I'm sure that was one of the developers, because surprise, surprise, this blog post was the starting point for my favorite of all of the puzzles thus far. Not long after this blog post was made, it was realized that several of the images linked to YouTube music videos. The portrait of Visionaire links to Graduation by Vitamin C. The picture of the map links to Ladies and Gentlemen, We Are Floating in Space by Spiritualized. The picture of the in-game Bluebird links to Step by Vampire Weekend. And this image of the Decode website links to Pachelbel's Canon. Discord user Bade Waxter pointed out that the image of the Bluebird nonogram in this post was actually different from the one that was constructed by the community in order to solve the first ARG puzzle, which eventually led the community into solving it in order to construct a micro QR code that, when scanned, brought us to animalwell.net/tune.html, a secret page on the website with 8 music notes above a box containing 8 empty text fields. But what were we supposed to enter into these text fields? This stumped the community for a little while until Discord user Alaric pointed out that all of the videos linked in the post contained some form of Pachelbel's Canon. So it was obvious that that piece of music was very important in solving this. And then Discord user Burning Spade shared the chord progression of this piece of music. Inputting this into the empty boxes on the site, 156344145, produced this congrats image, which Discord user SuperALA1217 found could be downloaded and saved with file name instructions. After saving it, the metadata could be extracted to find the first 10 people to find this and email me with subject line Songbird will receive a reward, thus concluding ARG puzzle number 3. On July 20th, 2022, there was a PlayStation blog post with Billy discussing technical details of the game's development, especially the graphics. In this post was this image. Discord user Twilight Zenith then discovered that by altering the image's brightness and contrast, the text water drop can be found, directly next to the image of a key, signaling the beginning of this next puzzle. Following this discovery, Twilight Zenith further investigated the other GIFs in the blog post, including this GIF right here, which they went through frame by frame in order to discover a sequence of characters that appear beneath the water drops. That sequence being MSC5QW6S2WI5QV, as can be seen clearly here in this image put together by Discord user Bade Waxter. Following this, it was discovered that another GIF contained a secret sequence of characters. That sequence being PZ089AZIAUVAPDD. Discord user Dudeman found that decoding both of those strings with the key water drop produces this result right here, which seemed very close to a solution, but not quite there yet. And then it was finally discovered that a tricksy little change had taken place in the Discord server. Dudeman discovered that the description for the channel Solving Well in the Discord looked very much like a cipher alphabet. And then Discord user AM used that as the alphabet for a Visionaire solver with both of the GIF sequences of characters along with the water drop key to finally uncover first 10 to email me miasma get reward. And so the 4th community ARG puzzle had been solved. On August 26th, another video appeared, this one containing this curious image, which led us to animalwell.net/sanctuary. On this page, AM discovered that certain letters were intermittently flashing yellow, producing yet again another code. Looking further into the page, Discord user Python found that clicking on the shared memory logo downloaded a file named puff.zip, which turned out to be a tool used to encode and decode images using LSB steganography. By inputting one of the images from Sanctuary into the Puff program, along with the string of glowing characters discovered on that webpage, the result was this image right here, which contained its own string of characters. By inputting that string as a YouTube video URL, we found a rather curious video.
Hello. Gonna feed my duck sweet whole kernels naturally sweet corn. He's just demolishing it.
And then Discord user Mustard discovered that if you use the string of characters from that image as a password inside of Puff, and then you re-input that image as a carrier, and then you decrypt that by pressing the unhide button, the program outputs a link. Copying that link into a browser led to a Google Doc, where the first 10 people got a reward for entering their email address as well as the answer to the question. What does the duck love? Corn, of course. And as far as the sixth and largest of the ARG puzzles is concerned, I actually covered that in this video here, where I initially introduced this game to people on this channel. And the link for that video will also be down below in a pinned comment and in the video description if you want to go and check that out. Although I did try to credit people for their discoveries during the course of this video, keep in mind that this was a large community effort. So there are a lot more people who were absolutely vital in the solving of all of these puzzles. So I do highly recommend that you check out the Animal Well puzzle document that I will link down below in the video description and in the pinned comment. Anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I am absolutely hyped for this game to release, and you can expect to see everything about the secrets and possible further ARGs on this channel in the days ahead. If you're interested in that, please consider subscribing. And if you liked this video, maybe give it a thumbs up. It does obviously help. I know you hear that all the time, but it's true. Anyway, have a fantastic day. Thank you again for watching, and happy solving.